Which battlefield are you headed to?
Kneel before Her Majesty.
I'm going to doze off.
Now you'll see how hard I've been training.
Let's earn our keep.
You need not risk your life to protect this position.
There's never a disadvantage with me around.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Oh, if I might. Leave this to me.
So, what should I...
Guard this place with your lives. There is no honor in this foe's defeat. Nice one.
I would be lost if I were to die here.
Finished.
Let's get started.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
That was easy. So, what should... Sure, let's...
Oh, if I must.
You know what they say about playing with fire. Let me help you.
I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on.
We won't lose, no matter what.
Behold your undoing!
So, what should... How do you like me now?
Salvation is not a balm afforded fools. See how they continue to fight, despite such losses.
I can't help but feel sympathy for your enemies, Hubert. What a pain.
Take a breather.
This'll be amazing! Is that all we've got?
Out of my way!
Stun.
I can't believe we did that.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
That's farther than I would have liked. I gotta keep up with you.
We're not losing to anyone!
Behold, a token effort. How's this?
I'll back you
Right there. You...
I hope this location proves useful.
I got this!
Sorry.
Not yet!
I'm not really the defending type, but hey, a win's a win!
To kill...
We've finished laying out where the troops will be positioned, Claude. But, are you sure about this?
Am I sure about what?
This isn't even remotely like a standard attack formation. It's like you're going out of your way to limit casualties.
Not true. The moment the enemy drops their guard, we'll swarm them like a pack of bees.
And if they don't drop their guard?
Then I guess we'll just sit here making angry faces at each other.
Okay, come on. This strategy is not helpful.
Look, just by being here, we're drastically reducing the number of Kingdom soldiers the Imperial Army has to deal with, right? Which means we don't have to kick our troops into action until the Empire has marched further north. Once they're positioned to seize Bladed territory, that's when we'll move.
And if it all goes wrong, the losses could have catastrophic consequences for the future of the Alliance.
I'm not used to you being so worried about the big picture, Hilda. You've grown.
I wasn't going to stay a kid forever, you know.
Apparently not. I'm impressed.
Look, Hilda, I promise you, your fears are misplaced this time. The Empire's already compensated us for any potential losses, and will continue to do so. You don't think I would have signed that fancy pact if they weren't taking care of us, right?
Sure, but are they good for their word? Because I have doubts about that. I want to believe the pact will hold, I really do. But they strike me as folks who won't think twice about sticking an axe between your shoulders if the situation calls for it.
Fortunately, I can be pretty ruthless myself when it suits me. If I don't like something the Empire's doing, it might even be me who ends up breaking the pact.
If that's supposed to make me feel better, it is absolutely not working.
Easy, easy. I'm just throwing out a what-if here. Just promise that you'll always have my back, even when things look their worst, all right? I need you.
Oh, fine. But only because it's you.
A report, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army marches on western Fargus.
Just when we'd brought peace back to the area, too. We should get ready to provide aid at once.
Rodrigue has already been dispatched to Mateus, along with all the soldiers I can currently spare. And I've sent Annette and Gustave to the Baron's side, though if it's for better or worse is yet to be seen. I don't doubt we'd all ride to the rescue if we could, but that's clearly not possible given the situation.
Agreed. Now that Claude's joined up with the enemy, we can't risk doing anything foolish. If we move our soldiers even a breath away from the northeast, the Alliance will be all over us.
All we can do now is divide our forces to keep the enemy in check and meet their attacks as they come. We never should have let this happen in the first place. But who could have seen the Empire and Alliance forming such a union?
Boar, are you seriously going to just stand by and watch? They'll overrun us if we don't stem the tide.
Though it smacks of desperation, I'm told the Western Front has enlisted the services of Jeralt's mercenaries. They're the same band that carried the battle at Magdred Way, so I hope we can make good use of them again.
Is this really the plan? Burn through mercenaries while we hole up here?
Do try not to be so grim. The Empire has pushed rapid reforms on the land over these last few years. Not everyone was happy to have such changes thrust upon them, and that includes their new friends in the Alliance. The Empire is leaning over the kingdom with such greed that they might yet trip over their own feet.
Do you think there will be revolts?
I'm certainly not going to plan my strategy around it, but there have been whispers, yes. The old ways must die. With that I agree. But shove that down the people's throats, and you risk breaking the very land you're trying to rule.
Yes. We've grappled for years with the aftermath of trying to enact reform.
Change is a painful process, but rushed change will set the region to rot from the inside out.
I wonder why they're so intent on doing this the quick and dirty way.
It's difficult to say. Perhaps were things different, we might have found some common ground, some harmonious way forward. But I've lost too many I care about to this war. Ingrid chief among them. When I think about what they fought for, what they died for, there can be no turning back.
Right. Right.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight! I fight for my land of home.
For the future that's yet to come.
The fight starts now. We've got an ally to rescue, so stay on your toes.
Together, we can be turning the tides.
Lend me your strength!
Begin. I will help.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
It's Bernie's time to shine! You need some back?
Guard this place with your lives.
Can't stop me! Out of my way! Here goes! I have given my all! Now perish!
Mission complete. I'm dragging the others down.
Lend me your strength!
I'm gonna help, okay?
I will glad.
I'm swapping in!
We're all we've got. The stronghold is under our control.
You are mine!
Moves!
You are mine!
this.
It is done.
Not a problem.
Use this stronghold well.
Retreat!
Away! I am preparing for more. Excellent work. So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Yay! I rescued somebody!
War. What?
The Imperial army will soon be knocking at our door. Why haven't Duval and Dominic stopped them?
Baron, you'll never reclaim the title of Viscount your Lord Uncle lost if you go weak in the knees. Letting yourself be pressured into betraying the kingdom will see you cast out of the aristocracy for the rest of time. And your fickle nature would earn you the derision of both the kingdom and the Empire alike. They'll view you the same way they do Count Rowe.
I care not. I've no interest in going to my grave just because I drew the shortest straw.
Sorry to interrupt, but I figured you'd want to know we finished cleaning up the enemy's advanced troops.
Excellent. You certainly live up to your esteemed reputation, Captain Jeralt. I've never met a more reliable band of mercenaries in all my years. It's a shame we only engaged you for the one contract. I don't suppose we could convince you to extend your term of service. His Majesty the King has heard tale of your exploits. I could arrange for an introduction.
Appreciate the offer, but that would mean going to Ferdiad. I've got reasons for avoiding that place, so thanks, but no thanks.
I see. It will be a shame to lose you, but I won't pry.
It's nothing against you or the kingdom, mind you.
Then I'll hold out hope we might fight alongside each other again someday. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Baron and I must inspect the camp. Best of luck to you in battle, Captain.
You feeling any better? I have to say, I'm still not used to this new look of yours.
That makes two of us. but it will bother me less once I'm on the battlefield.
If you say so. With the war and the state it's in, the Empire is throwing everything they've got at this thing. I don't know if it's that or something else, but I've got a bad feeling. So watch yourself out there.
I will. You do the same.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to give you this. Never used to be without it. Cuts like a dream. I want you to have it. Swords like this are given to captains of the Knights of Saros, and mine was just collecting dust in the band's convoy.
That's right. Alois mentioned you used to serve there.
That was a lifetime ago. I don't plan on swinging this sword ever again.
But are you sure you want to give it away? It must be quite special to you.
I'd be happiest seeing you get some use out of it.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Be good to it, all right?
Do you think this might... We need to work with what we have.
Follow me, soldiers of the Empire.
We have a duty to fulfill.
Send a flower to battle and watch it.
The fight starts now. Hope this is one of those easy wins.
I am your man. Best keep your wits about you.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Here I go. Know that they must learn who they're up against.
There's not a question of can. Won't leave this to...
Leave this one to me. That...
Take a breather.
I'll take over.
I'll take over.
I'd rather be attacking than defending. I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
This stronghold will fall!
I will capture this stronghold.
Done and done. Now, what's next?
We did it!
We'll make good use of this. The only acceptable outcome.
Place. It makes me happier than I can say to be fighting by your side, Aiden.
You may continue to rely on me.
Stand aside.
My turn. Take a breather.
Here goes.
I make my own luck.
Perhaps a duet? Leave it to me. Here to join me?
We go together.
Nothing can stop us. This
get it done, no matter what. And watch for an opportunity to strike back.
Not a problem.
You've already lost. I will end you. Will be built on merit, not privilege. And I will wade through an ocean of blood to see it made so.
Watching you gets me all fired up.
I got this! You've already lost! I will end you!
We're not losing to anyone!
Rejoice! Victory is ours!
This way.
Greetings.
I don't care much for battle. I will prepare the Scarlet path.
Time to go to work.
send a flower to battle, and I hear the song of battle.
I wish our enemy was as disinterested in this fight as I am.
Yeah, we can win this!
Not a problem. I've got this.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Right then. Let us go to work.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
One step closer to victory.
Oh, lovely.
We've got you!
Leave this one to me.
This stronghold will fall! We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
We can ill afford defeat here.
Let's get started.
Stand back.
Middling results. Perhaps even adequate.
Right then. Let us go to work. You take a breather. Orders have been carried out. What comes next?
We have to protect this stronghold.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Fight to the last. This is on you.
Attack! Give them no quarter! Stronghold secure.
I'm just happy to be alive.
This war is ours to be won.
Another step toward. I hear the song of battle.
One must be hungry to survive in battle. Do you not agree?
United, we are unbeatable.
I got this!
This looks bad. Leave this one to me. Let's get moving.
There's not a question of can. Only forward, march!
Not a problem. Move.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
You may continue
you to rely on me.
Unfurl the flag.
Leave this one to me. That's my key.
Not a problem. Move out.
There's not a question. I will capture this stronghold.
We did it! Just wait. You shall pay for this. Not a problem. You hear?
The only acceptable outcome.
You have taken another step forward.
See? I'm not so bad.
Right on.
Let's get started.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Not a problem. Move out. Not a problem.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
We're not losing to anyone!
Did you all see how marvelous I was? There's not a... Leave this to...
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I will end you.
Done and done. Now, what's next?
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Stand aside.
I almost feel sorry for them.
I beg your assistance at once.
Still here.
People's future will be built on merit, not privilege. And I will wade through an ocean of blood to see it made so.
Look upon the brilliance of Her Majesty and sing her praises. Don't worry, Amy, I'm just having a little fun.
You've already lost. I will end you.
Probably best not to overdo it.
Still here.
We'll make good use of this.
The war may rage on, but let us delight in our victory this day.
Indeed.
time for battle. The battle begins.
I am your—
Watch this!
Best keep your wits about you. Not a problem. I've got this. There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
Leave this one to me.
Be lost if I were to die here.
This doesn't look good.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
We won't lose, no matter what.
Luck was on our side today.
Right? How about it?
I see.
Right.
We'll soon arrive at Baron Mateus's lands. Once we claim them, all of Western Fargus, roughly 1/3 of the kingdom's territory, will be under the rule of the Empire.
House Mateus was demoted from a viscountcy to a baronage for their part in some sort of revolt. The current Baron Mateus, whose father was the previous lord, is hardly the most loyal subject of the crown. Removing him from the picture should be a simple matter.
However, the kingdom has sent the Baron help in the form of the former Duke Fraldarius, who they call the Shield of Fargus. So long as he holds authority here, we won't be able to break their soldier solidarity.
Rodrigue is Felix's father, right? That's unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, I'll fight whoever I need to. It just feels like we're pitted against familiar faces every time we turn around.
And that isn't all. Our reports indicate the enemy has hired Jeralt's mercenaries. We know from personal experience how formidable those foes can be.
The Ashen Demon again.
Say, that reminds me. What are you planning to do about that exactly?
We should probably just steer clear of them entirely. There's no point throwing our lives away against an opponent we can't beat. All we've got to do is take out Baron Mateus or this Shield of Fargus, and those mercenaries will scatter to the wind.
Oh, come now. You're strong enough to defeat the Ashen Demon if you want. I know you are. But if this is how you'd like to handle it, I'll still be in your corner helping you every step of the way.
I possess skill at leading surprise attacks, and Bernadetta would be making a good decoy. If we are all working together, we will reach our goal with much ease.
I get a say in this whole decoy plan, right?
I was only saying a fact, not asking you to be doing it. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, okay.
I hope you plan to leave some of the enemy for me. You are all so skilled. I often feel like the fifth wheel on a well-crafted carriage.
Don't downplay your talents, Ferdinand. You give us courage every time we step on the field.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by so many gifted leaders. With all of you at my side, there is no limit to what the Empire might achieve in the years to come.
Victory to the Empire! Yay!
Come on, Arval, seriously? You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. You think the same thing's gonna happen today?
Hard to say for sure. But the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger. So if I had to guess, I'd say they're on the cusp of something terrible. An act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
I am ready to be battling.
For the future that's yet to come.
Our enemy has placed Baron Mateus front and center, while Jeralt's mercenaries are over with the main position.
We have no option but to defeat the enemy commander, Rodrigue. Anything beyond that, however, requires careful consideration.
It will take time to ready a path to the shore. Until then, let us begin by attacking the plain to the west.
The Empire's here! No! I'm too young to die!
Now there's a pitiful man. You're the lord of these lands. Show some pride!
Shore up your defenses! Do not permit the enemy to break through!
Begin. Our teamwork is becoming excellent.
Right then. Let us... Shall we join hands in battle?
I will gladly handle this. Allow me to work with you. So...
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
Leave this one to me.
If we take down the strongholds surrounding the Baron, we might convince him to lay down his arms.
Loose your arrows! Kill anyone who dares approach me!
The enemy is clearly desperate. Though, those projectiles will admittedly slow us down. Not a pro-
Who are these wimps?
Guard this place with your lives. I will capture this stronghold.
Anyone mind if I hide out one of these?
I am your man!
Our swift strikes will be shaking the enemy's spirit.
Watch this! I'm bringing it down! We've decimated the enemy's forward position.
Take a breather. I'm surrounded. I beg you, stay your hand! I happily surrender!
I trust the man roughly as far as I can hurl him. He may find it useful.
The Emperor's roster shames the rest of us. I must find a way to distinguish myself.
Continue to the northwest, and finish that path to the shoal.
I knew the Baron wasn't up to the task. We'll have to forestall the enemy ourselves. Move out and attack.
There is not a question of can.
We have hidden sorcery engineers in this area who are preparing a fearsome magic that will lay waste to our foes. It did not take long for the enemy to spot our engineers. We should stage a rescue if we can.
Here I go. No mistakes. I'll provide some protection.
Leave this one to me. Looks like you...
We intend to use their talents to ravage the battlefield with devastating magic.
Their absence will completely alter the tide of battle. Rescuing them should be our top priority.
A noble does not know the meaning of the word surrender. Out of the way! Not a problem.
Here goes!
Back to the rescue!
Leave this...
My turn!
Watch this!
Good. Keep it up!
I'll not falter!
Here I go.
It appears all the engineers are safe. Now we can truly make the battle.
Now, send your lightning crashing across the battlefield.
What horrible thunder! This sounds like a job for Alois.
I got this!
I can still fight! Let us go. Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave this one to me.
Here I go.
Take a breather.
I'll take over.
So far, so good. Though I'm prepared for something to go horrifically wrong any minute now.
I'm all for exercising caution, Lynn, but could you not be such a wet blanket?
An enemy detachment from the rear?
There's not a question of can.
Take them out now. We can't afford the risk.
This is our chance!
I'm bringing it down.
I am your man. Soon control the area. Follow my lead. Let's make a scene. Victory will be ours. This is war.
Aloysius' reinforcements have arrived. Might you go help our soldiers in the northwest, young mercenary?
Consider it done.
I said I'd hand them a victory, and I'm not going to back down now.
There's not a question. My will is theirs. Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Here I go. No, I'll take over.
My turn.
Here goes!
Oh, thank you. I wish I had your strength.
He's at least semi-reasonable. If we can pin him down, I think he'll listen.
Okay.
Perhaps a duet?
Can you help Lady Dorothea?
I'm ready whenever you are! This is on you!
None will pass on my watch. I've heard of you, Yuri. Perhaps we can forge a new arrangement that benefits us both.
Well, when you put it that way. I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
I must stop the enemy here.
We cleared a way to the shoal. We can attack from the east now.
Fine.
My turn.
Form a pincer and bear down on Rodrigue's position from both sides.
I won't last long trying to hold them off from two directions.
Rodrigue is in danger. I'd better go back.
I have to convince the Empire I'm worth keeping around. Destroy the bridge and cut the mercenaries off from the main force.
The bridge. I can't get back to Rodrigue.
Rodrigue has been cut off. Move in and strike before the mercenaries can rejoin him.
No! This is our chance to kill the Ashen Demon. There's no one to interfere. I have to reach the commander as soon as possible.
None of you knaves shall pass! I come bearing reinforcements. Now go and help your comrades!
If nothing rabble. Now remain calm and take the stronghold.
That's one beating too many. I leave the rest to you.
Here for me? You must be eager to die.
We've come to help, Lord Rodrigue.
And not a moment too soon. Let's show them the steel Fargus is made of.
You got my back?
The spirits are with us.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now!
Let's let go!
The spirits are with us.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now!
Forgive me, Felix. Protect His Majesty. And Fargus.
That stronghold went down like... Uh-oh! Incoming! I'm too late.
I leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a mess.
Rodrigue is slain and the kingdom put to rout. Will you and your mercenaries yield?
I see no other choice.
Victory is ours. Friends and loyal soldiers, raise your voices loud.
What can I say? You got us. You rolled right over us and took out our employer. I know when it's time to raise the white flag.
Wait, that's it? You're giving up?
We've faced you in battle many times, only to be bested at every turn.
Yeah, you've pretty much run us out of business by now. It's not easy finding new clients in the best of times. And no matter how good our reputation is, none of it matters if we can't actually win. At this rate, I'll have to stop calling myself the Blade Breaker.
In that case, do you have any interest in working for us?
The Empire?
It's true that your fighters and mine have waged many a bloody battle. But did you oppose us out of principle, or was it merely a business decision? Assuming you have no deep-seated animosity for Adrestia, I would welcome you with open arms. In the Empire, those with talent are given an outlet appropriate for their abilities.
Yeah, you should join us. I mean, by now we all know firsthand how strong you are. And sure, there might be some folks here and there who have reservations about you fighting on our side. But they'll definitely come around once they see how dependable you are.
What do you say? I doubt the kingdom will have any jobs for us after all of this. No better time for a fresh start.
I agree. What about you, Alois? It might be strange, working against your old knight friends.
I've already made my decision. I have sworn to follow this fine captain wherever he goes. If my old allies want to come grill me over a fire, I'll just have to make myself more obscure.
That's a good one.
If I don't slay my foes by the sword, I will do so by the joke.
Well, guess that's that. Just tell us when we start. I'll go talk to the group and smooth things over. You two, stay here with the client.
Got it, thanks.
Understood, Captain.
Our troops will also want an explanation, so we'd better get to it.
To kill.
And out!
I won't.
So you're Jeralt the Bladebreaker, huh? And I guess that makes you the Ashen Demon. You guys look tougher than a box of nails. No wonder we've had our hands full.
Please, make yourself at home. The Imperial Army is most delighted to welcome you into its embrace. My name is Ferdinand von Eyre. You might say I am something of a leader figure around here, as I essentially hold the entire army together.
Oh no, not more strangers!
Relax, Byrne. It's not like you don't encounter strangers every time we take the battlefield.
That's a good point. Wait, is it?
Has anyone ever inspected you for crests before? Perhaps I might borrow you for a brief experiment.
Are you having interest in a sword fight? I am curious to see the stuff of which you are made.
Well, we sure got a lively crew here. Get in there, kid. Let him show you the ropes.
I suppose we didn't need to worry about bad blood. If anything, it would seem Her Majesty's path to victory just grew even shorter. By the way, has anyone seen our mercenary friend?
Sorry about all this, Arval. I know you've only been giving me your powers because you want me to beat the Ashen Demon.
Don't worry about it. It's for the best, right? For all my doomsaying, everything seems to be right as rain. Recruiting Jeralt's mercenaries and the Ashen Demon was the right choice.
I hope you're right.
What's wrong? Feeling lost now that you don't have an enemy to chase around the countryside?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the only reason I wanted to get stronger was to surpass the demon.
There's no reason you can't surpass an ally. What better way to see who's stronger than to fight directly by their side?
Huh. That's a good point.
See, no one knows you better than me. If that's what you want, then I'll just have to help you achieve it. After all, I'm your partner in destiny. I'm here for you and you alone.
Scarlet Blaze. Heroic bloodlines. Through a new pact with the Leicester Alliance, Edelgard can direct her might at the kingdom, and though it comes at no small price, her forces steadily gain the upper hand. But the kingdom does not stand idly by. Dimitri rallies the Western Lords, led by House Dominic, blood of one of the 10 elites, in a last-ditch effort to forestall the Empire.
No, brother. Anything but that. You cannot force the relic onto Annette.
Calm yourself. I've merely bade her wield it, not sent her rushing off into the teeth of the enemy.
It's all right, Father. I know I'm the only one who can do this. Just seeing the crest of Dominic and our hero's relic is going to improve everyone's morale.
It shames me to thrust this task on you, when it should have fallen to that craven son of mine.
Yes, I doubt we can expect Simon to return and wield the relic, considering how quickly he abandoned us.
It seems I raised him poorly, yes. I should have taught him how our house managed to survive this long without starving or freezing.
Don't look so sad, Uncle. I'll gladly carry the burden until Simon returns.
But Annette...
Enough, Father. Stop worrying. After all, this is nothing compared to what the soldiers are going through at the front. So many people are fighting and dying out there. Some of them my good friends. I'm not going to cower in safety while they struggle. Especially when I'm in the best position to help.
Forgive me, Annette.
If you sense any danger at all, child, promise me that you'll run. I couldn't bear to lose you.
I know, Father. So let's just all do the best we can to keep our land safe.
The nearer we get to Blythe territory, the more resistance we're likely to face. The lords surrounding the capital are the most loyal to the crown.
We have Geraint, Enid, Brennius, and Belinus. There is no telling whether these houses will choose subjection or destruction. Regardless, we cannot simply ignore them as we attempt to march on the capital. We must seize control of each of their lands and establish footholds before continuing on.
The Alliance is still doing everything we expected of them. There are no changes on that front. So as long as we continue tightening the vice around the kingdom, we're certain to fulfill your Majesty's goals.
Glad to hear it about the Alliance.
Does this mean the war will be over soon? I feel some actual motivation coming on.
Well, in that case...
Nope, never mind, motivation gone.
That was a close one, Bernadetta. You almost got yourself assigned to the front lines. As for me, you know what to do. Just put me right at the front and let me start wrecking stuff.
We shall see who does more wrecking of stuff, Caspar. I will not be letting you outshine me. Watch as I am bringing glory to Bridget and the Empire on the battlefield.
I wonder if I'll find someone worth marrying before this war is over.
Of course you will, Dorothea. You're amazing.
Enough. It's easy to let your guard down when the end is in sight, and we can't fall victim to that. Stay disciplined, and together we will take Fodlan's future in hand.
Don't worry, Edelgard. We're ready to get this done. Right then, let's start by taking care of the enemy in front of us.
I have the most brilliant idea. Naturally, this task falls to me.
Shall we?
So when it comes to precedent, that is the situation. Yes, I see.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? Such zeal.
Ah, Hubert. What are you doing here at this hour? Up to your usual intrigues behind Edelgard's back?
I would thank you not to make such blind and rude assumptions when you lack any basis for them.
Well, yes. I suppose I was making assumptions. You have my apologies.
Not at all. I am, in truth, up to my usual intrigues. so your amends are quite unnecessary.
Oh, all right then. Hold a moment. You were?
In any event, what are you reading with such vigorous intent?
Listen to me, Hubert.
A book of past judicial precedent, is it? Ah, and specifically concerning the prosecution of nobles.
Yes. I have a mind to settle matters with my father. The letter of the law considers rebellion a capital crime, but practically speaking, that is not the case. Members of the nobility are especially likely to be granted clemency, and all the more so in recent years.
Yes, they expiate their guilt by surrendering peerage, providing assets and information, and leaning on the strength of their past meritorious deeds. In short, the nobility make full use of every excuse available to hold tight to their miserable lives. One could pluck off their arms and legs and leave them to fester in the dankest of prisons, and they would still come wriggling back to the surface. So long as they are permitted to live, that is.
Like with the former Marquis Vestra?
That one did not serve his emperor properly, and acted in a manner easily construed as treasonous. This is incontrovertible fact.
Go on.
Sadly, he resisted arrest and lost his life in the unfortunate incident that ensued. His guilt, or innocence, on the matter of treason will remain forever shrouded in mystery.
That sounds like a careful bit of sophistry to me. It appears to anyone with half a mind that you thought him guilty and had him executed. As a noble, he should have been judged in public, as is right and proper, no?
And remind me again, whose father escaped while the law attempted to do just that? So long as they are permitted to live, the noble creature struggles desperately to continue doing so. Such is ever their nature.
And that is exactly why I am investigating precedent. Once my father is recaptured, I seek for him to never again know the taste of freedom. I will not allow him to stage a comeback. I will see my father properly judged for his crimes. And if he were to raise an army, I would have no choice but to lay him low upon the battlefield.
But could you, if matters came to that? I wonder.
It is not a question of can or cannot. The man will be dealt with, and by my hand. I could never forgive myself otherwise. Not as the inheritor of the title of Duke Ire, nor as the one to succeed him as Prime Minister.
It is for Her Majesty to decide such things. However, if it proves to be in Her Majesty's interest, I suspect this resolve of yours will be most welcome.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
No. Did you really? Oh, you did. This is my absolute favorite. Thank you.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Though would it kill you to splurge a little more next time?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
What in Fodlan possessed you to invite the two of us? It's fine, but why?
Yes. Whatever nefarious scheme you're up to here, spit it out. Not that I mind, of course.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
How did you know I like this? Yes, well, I admire people who show such consideration.
Oh, this is the best! Let's eat!
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
What have I done to deserve this? I mean, thank you.
It's nice to share a meal with someone who doesn't have an ulterior motive.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Leave it to me.
And you need me for this? Are you sure?
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Let's get it done.
I'll do what I can.
We all must do our fair share.
Let's...
Oh. You should invite me out like this more often. So, where are we headed? I've been looking forward to this. Come on! Oh, wow. You can see everything from up here.
Anything in particular catching your eye? Well, I'd love a steady income, a roguishly handsome husband, or a beautiful wife, a warm household. Hey, are you listening? Oh, hi. I was fortunate to be invited into the opera company, where I got to sing, dance, and wear the latest finery. Well... Would you like to know? Sorry, not telling. Thank you for that wonderful distraction. Oh, and you'd better ask me out again soon. Oh, thank you. I love it. Why, thank you. 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 Why, thank you.
Time to work you into shape.
For the...
Great.
My put.
I think...
And I'll...
Maybe...
For Brit...
Nap... done here.
Hey, it.
We're done here.
We were both in top form.
So I am to train with you, My, will I even survive this encounter?
You don't have to patronize me. I am not the blood-crazed lunatic you are.
A middling performance, but acceptable. A middling performance, but acceptable.
We've definitely got some work to do. We've definitely got some work to do.
We must work together and improve.
This is...
Training can be the difference. With proper training, training can be the difference between victory and defeat. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Perfect timing, Caspar. I was just looking for you.
You were? Oh, I get it. You want to go a few rounds, huh? Fine, we'll take you down without even breaking a sweat.
Well, no. I mean, okay, yes, at some point. But that's not what I'm here for. Your dad's around, right? I was sort of hoping I could get a session in with him. You know, a little lesson from the Minister of Military Affairs himself.
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
Why not? You're training with him, aren't you?
Well, sure, but I've been doing that since I could barely even talk. And it still knocks my backside into next month. A regular person like you wouldn't stand a chance.
What about this looks regular to you? Come on, I'm serious.
Don't say I didn't warn you. You want my advice? Don't eat anything beforehand if you don't want to be cleaning it off your armor later. Oh, and cancel all your plans for after, because I can guarantee you are not going to make them. Just keep that in mind, okay?
It can't be that bad, can it? You're kind of scaring me here.
Oh, trust me, it can. I'm just making sure you don't get blindsided by the pain. Training with my father? It's a marathon of blood, sweat, and tears that'll leave you feeling like you're face to face with the goddess herself. Hey, you still alive?
I can't feel my legs.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. You're just out of energy is all. You know, my father praised you. Nobody's ever kept up with him as long as you did. Apparently, he's gonna come up with even tougher training now. Though I really wish he wouldn't.
I think I underestimated you, Caspar. I don't know how you can handle training like that every day.
Getting used to it was kind of my only choice growing up. I mean, I'm not as clever as you, so I had to make up for it by being tough as nails. That's why I'm always so gung-ho about getting stronger. Though, I don't know if that's really the most efficient way to go about it.
No, that training. Efficiency has nothing to do with it. I think I get where that unwavering focus of yours comes from now.
Yeah? Well, in any case, I'm glad you're still alive and kicking. Our enemies aren't gonna know what hit them next time we get out on the battlefield. You know, it's a nice change of pace seeing you like this.
Please don't laugh at my pain.
Oh, hi.
Bernadetta, listen. I'm sorry about what happened back there.
Oh, it wasn't your fault. I'm the one who should be apologizing.
I didn't realize things could even go that bad. I'm glad we managed to get you in front of the meanest looking guy in my company. But that didn't last long before the nerves got to you. Quickest I've ever seen someone run, let me tell you.
And then I accidentally stepped on that horse's tail, so it started going wild and totally trashed the place. It'll probably take weeks for them to clean that up. Oh, you really did it this time, Bernie.
Hey, we all make mistakes. Water under the bridge, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
That aside, though, you still want to do something about your shyness, right? I can see why this is a bigger problem than your whole staying indoors thing. Your anxieties can be quite the hurdle to overcome.
You're right. But hey, I haven't been keeping to myself at all lately. Bernie's out in the open.
Either way, now we know how things turn out when we try to force the issue. Looks like we're better off taking an incremental approach.
How's that work?
Well, we can start by having you hide nearby while I talk to someone you're afraid of. Then, I don't know, if the conversation gets interesting, maybe you can come out and join in?
I'm not going to care whether it's interesting or not. It doesn't matter if they're serious or boring or the most fascinating person in the world. All I care about is that they don't scare me.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be tough to manage on its own, huh?
Well, maybe the incremental approach won't actually be as hard as we think.
Really? How do you figure?
I mean, I did used to think you were pretty terrifying. But with all this stuff we've been doing together, I've actually gotten used to you. And now I'm not really shy around you, am I?
I'm glad to hear you say it. I'd honestly be kinda sad if you were still afraid of me after all we've been through. Sounds like getting you used to people is the way to go after all. Maybe you just have to spend a lot of time with someone before you get really comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Anyway, here's hoping you and I can keep getting closer, Bernadetta.
Right.
Oh, what a mess. I've really done it this time. Her Majesty is the kindest person I know, so she's likely not upset with me, but I still cannot bring myself to face her.
Hello, Monica. What brings you to this particular wall for conversation?
What do you want, Hubert? I lack the energy to keep you company right now, so please just leave me alone.
Very well. I thought you might be interested to know that Lady Edelgard was overcome with grief, as she told me how deeply she regrets wounding you with her words. But, as you desire solitude, I will endeavor to keep that to myself. Good day.
She did? And wait, did you not just tell me what she said?
Hmm? Oh, not at all. I was merely speaking to myself.
There was a painting in Her Majesty's chambers, and subtlety is not my strong suit, to put it lightly. I asked her whose child had scribbled on such an expensive canvas, before realizing Her Majesty had actually painted it herself. So she didn't hurt me, I hurt her. Oh, I'm so ashamed.
Lady Edelgard can be quite sensitive, despite how she carries herself. Perhaps she was so stunned by your comment that she made a hurtful one of her own in the heat of the moment. You need not let it weigh upon you. Such events are commonplace for me as well.
You amaze me, Hubert. How are you not beside yourself at Her Majesty's every utterance? I know I said that I wanted to become her servant, but now I think it may be impossible. Her Majesty is so radiant. I'm not sure I possess the fortitude to bask in that glow every minute of the day. Perhaps some distance between us is better for me.
Do you truly believe that? Even though you now have an opportunity to become her servant?
Wait, I do?
Once this war is settled, Her Majesty will endeavor to tear down the entire concept of the nobility. Her first action will be to separate territory from title, making it so that being a noble no longer means one must lord over some plot of land somewhere. Once she does this, I rather suspect you could remain at her side, even if you do inherit your family's title.
You're right. How could I have failed to realize that? I have heard her talk about her plans so many times before, but I never considered what an impact it would have on me. I am such a fool.
Not at all. You simply illustrate what it is to be part of the established system. One is not easily shaken from its structure. This is why Her Majesty takes such drastic measures to rid us of the accepted practice of categorizing individuals as either noble or common.
Honestly, I don't believe there's another more suited to serving Her Majesty than you. But I still will not give up. I'm going to become her servant too, and show everyone a new way of life for the nobility, and for whatever lies beyond. Which means I cannot simply stand here in this state of indecision. There is much work to do.
I suspected she might be stopped in her tracks for but a moment. And indeed, she has gone and left me in the dust. Well, I cannot permit myself to be left behind in such a fashion. I must keep making progress of my own.
There you are, Lynn.
Oh, Dorothea. How unusual. I didn't expect to see you in a place like this.
It's not unusual when I've been looking for you literally everywhere. You skipped out on the War Council meeting this morning, and Adi was livid.
Yes, something came up that required pulling an all-nighter 2 nights in a row, so I had some sleep debts to repay.
Next time, maybe spare a thought for the person who'll get stuck having to track you down. We discussed important matters in the meeting, you know. There was some kind of accident, and now we're experiencing a delay on supplies.
And now we need to ration our food? It's a pain, but these things happen. In the worst case, we're supposed to be considering ways to forage for food ourselves, right? I suppose I can handle it if we need to fish, but I'll have to pass on tromping through the fields and mountains to harvest wild whatevers.
Wait, how do you know all this? You weren't even at the meeting, were you?
Because I had someone who attended take notes for me.
Wait, you had someone...
More importantly, you should go to Her Majesty and propose a review of our supply logistics. Considering our current position on the front lines, we should break up the transportation of provisions along multiple routes. It may cost a little more to split things up, but it'll allow us to avoid situations like this. Overall, it should provide many benefits, and the plan will be viable for use in future campaigns too.
Wow.
Dorothea?
This sort of thing really gets your brain going, huh? Still, I wish you'd just go to the meetings and share all of these opinions. People would be thrilled at your resourcefulness, you know.
Oh, I'm quite happy with things the way they are. Attending meetings would only add to my headaches.
You can only run from this for so long, Lynn. And sure, I'll propose what you asked me to, but I'm going to do so in your name.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh, very much so. I couldn't possibly take the credit for something you thought up, right?
I suppose that's fair. I can feel the headaches forming already.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
Let's see.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? Is this it? See you around.
My instruction comes at a high price. Don't neglect your daily studies.